Heyo and welcome to another episode of Build&Battle Season 2, our Manor Lords Let's Play, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while fighting off bandits, brigands, and no-good doers. We are here in New Inamarooth, watching our little worker bees continue to build that massive construction project from last episode. So we're still waiting for quite a bit to go in here. Now, if you are interested in watching our construction project, then check out the info card above, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and watch to the end to see how we continue the settlement. I have a lot planned for today, and hopefully a good amount of battle. So let's jump into finalizing a few construction projects, and let's jump right on in to getting our army up and running. Alrighty, so the first thing first here is I do need to get one last piece of industry I meant to build, and I completely forgot last episode, and we need to get a tannery. So to be able to upgrade our burgage plots to level 2, we need to give them clothing. So I think what's going to be best for us is taking the hunting camp and the pelts that come in from it, or the hides, sorry, and putting a tannery right here where all the farms are still, or all the farm buildings are still growing in. That way we can at least get that production line up and running. So if we just grab industry right here and put that right there. I am going to bring it to low because it's not the most immediate need. I do want to get some of the buildings up and running from our last construction project first, but that way, you know, it's on the docket list for all the little worker bees running around here. It's actually really fun seeing them move. And then second on the list, you're going to see that I moved the saw pit from up here on the corner here down here, and that was because I was noticing that the workers weren't doing anything, and if I tried to place a second saw pit right next to it, it was saying slope too steep. So we brought it down here, and while we're over in the forestry area, I do want to get a forester's hut in, because we are going to want to replant the trees so that we can continue cutting them down. That's kind of messed up to say out loud. But yeah, that way that is also in the docket for the construction projects, and we can start filling this area in, because I don't want to completely deforest the entire area. I would like to keep a couple of trees planted. All right, now let's jump into the main goal. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, squirrel brain. Okay, let's jump into the main goal for today's episode, and that is getting our army up and running. So if we come here into Army tab and create a new unit, the game automatically gave us enough to get a 20-person spear militia. So I'm going to add that in, and then I saw down in the comments a nice little trick about hitting Control 2. That way, if we just hit 2, our militia is already selected. So let's rally right here and give everyone a second to come together. All right, a little messy of a formation, but I think we can work with that. And the reason I'm actually rallying these guys is way down here in, I believe this is Imenruth? Yeah, down in Imenruth. There's this cute little bandit camp with nobody home. So we're gonna take it. And we will, we don't really need to make them run. There's no one waiting here for us. So let's, let them come on in. All right, there's our militia coming up the hill here. All right, and we have dismantled that bandit camp. When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people who surely need them, though it is your right to keep. I don't know what I want to do. If we give it to the nearest town, then we can upgrade things. But I'm hoping to start trade soon, so the regional wealth will increase. If If I give it to me, then we can get mercenaries. I'm gonna choose our defense over the town's wealth. Again, when you say that out loud, it sounds kind of awful. And then let's just zoom out because I want to see, is there any other bandit camp we can take? No. And we don't have any influence to go take a territory. So let's march them on back and get them back to work. All right. And disbanded for now. All right. Literally no sooner had we disbanded that another bandit camp was spotted. And this one's actually really close in Immenruth again. And I kind of want to take them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What can we get for mercenaries? Anyone cheap? Okay, so these guys come in. Let's see where these guys come in. So one's coming in through Selbitz, that's right here. And one's coming in down here. I might regret this, but let's give it a try. So let's get these mercenaries and just march them right on up there. I'm gonna run because I want to beat the Baron, because I think that's the Baron behind us. Yep, that is the Baron behind us. Oh, I hope we beat him. He better not take our tent. I'll be so mad if he takes our tent. All right, battle is happening. Baron is staying back. Yes, and it is ours. Okay, so let's pause the game. So we get the exact same message, and this one I'm gonna send to the nearest town because I want some balance, and eventually I want to get some trade routes. I wonder if we can go fight him now. Or can we only fight him if we're at war? Go kill his archers. Defend Immenruth. Nah, I guess not. Okay, well, let's disband them because I don't want to keep paying for them. And we'll come back to our city and let it grow a little bit. Okay, so he wants to take Waldbrand, and we just got our manor house, so wish it'd let me view where this is. I'm gonna let him take that for now because I don't want to decimate my army. And I don't think... Oh, the Ravenous Vultures could be worthwhile, but they're 110 and I can't afford them. We have 25. All right, I'm feeling frisky. Let's do it. We are going to purchase the Wayward Sons. We're going to get them coming in and our peeps coming in. And then where is this battleground? Right here. Really? We're fighting for Waldbrand, which is here, but I'm fighting there. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. Need to get the high ground over here, but I think this is where I want them to go. What is this unit doing out there? I don't know what these guys are doing over here. But we're gonna guide them. Okay, and I'm really not sure what happened there, but 1 second they were here, next second they were broken. But it means the Baron's gonna take Waldbrand, because I'm not gonna fight the Baron with just that. With just my army. If anyone's seen that, let me know. But for now, our people will come back. And the Baron will take Waldbrand. I suppose that's what I get for getting a little overconfident taking bandit camps. Anywho, we are now in year 2 of winter, and we have a trading post. So what I want to do right away is actually come on in and assign a worker and start trading in roof tiles. So we don't have any yet, because we just finished that construction chain. But soon, since we already have one person collecting clay, and now I just gave somebody an assignment to make tiles, we are going to have a surplus. So we're gonna let that add up a little bit. And I want to export everything but 50, not 500. 50 clay tiles for now. And I am going to establish an actual trade route for that. And then this is going to export for us. So eventually we'll start raking in a lot more wealth. All right, and speaking of wealth, we need to come on in here and do some upgrades to our castle. We need that garrison tower so that we can increase our retinue. But since you can't edit things like taxes, before that, I do want to come in here and I want to start getting a land tax and a tithe. So that way we're getting influence and treasury. So I don't want to go too crazy just yet. So I think I'm actually probably going to keep the land tax down to about 5% because I want to keep us growing. And we'll leave the tithe at 5%. Ow. We'll play with 1%. It's probably not going to be a lot, but as the region grows, this will grow. And I don't want to accidentally starve our people, especially because our farms really won't get up and running this year. They'll get up and running next year. And now, let's come on in and let's tell the little worker bees to add in our garrison tower. And away it goes. All right, now we wicked badly need to grow this population so that we have the ability to fill our army. And what I need to do is kind of balance the growth with assigning workers. So right away, I do want to get at least one farmer in, and then the rest is going to be used for construction. So, for instance, we can add an expanded living space here and here. But I'm gonna do this a little bit kind of, you know, slow in terms of recording, but with the power of editing, it hopefully won't be too slow for you guys. So let's watch everything kind of do its thing. Oh, yay, and we already have the ability to start upgrading actually some of these burgage plots too. So let's start doing that as well so that we can start getting some weapon productions in place. Okay, while those are actually upgrading a little bit, we have a spare family that I want to get mining the iron ore here. And then the next family I'll probably assign straight to the bloomery. Oh, we got a message. Okay, raiders are near. We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yes, we should. These are those raiders that the game throws at you right away. We chose at the beginning, well, I chose and prayed that everyone forgave me for it, that we would wait 3 years before they came at us. And now that we're in year 2, they're coming for us in 1 year's time, 365 days. So that's why it's really important to get this army up and running, because that attack when we played in season 1 is what was one thing that really set us back. All right, and now we have another family. So let's come on over and assign to the bloomery so we can start getting some iron slabs. And then from here, if I'm looking at our tab key here, we really need, this is the sheep farm, the malt house weaver, the communal oven. I'm not too worried about the stone camp over here or the brewery, the bar just yet. So from here on out, I'll probably assign them all to the farms because we need at least 4 families on the farms to be able to successfully grow the crops. I will probably assign more so that we have ample time to grow the crops. And while they're building, let's take a look real quick here. So we can house 22 families. We have 19, so we're still doing good as far as it goes for actual living space. What I do think I'm going to do though is I am, especially since we're already... Alright, once this is built up, let's increase our taxes because I want a little bit more so that we can hire mercenaries too if we need to. It should be done pretty soon. Yeah, it's at 97%. So I think they're just waiting for that last ox. And there we go. So let's come back into our taxes. Ooh, not that high. And let's raise that to 10. And we'll leave this down to 0 now because I'm going to be going nuts on the food. And hypothetically, if we can fight off that raider attack, we will get a hefty chunk of influence. So I'd rather focus our taxation penalty on increasing our treasury than on increasing our influence. All right, so let's keep an eye on this again and let's get these guys growing, because each level 2 plot that we get will actually increase the regional wealth Yeah, so level 2 burgage plots generate 1 regional wealth per family per month. All right, new month, new family. Down to the farms with ye. All right, so our first level 2 burgage plot is up and running, and I want to get some war bows right away. I realize I probably should have upgraded that plot first. So let's actually come down. Let's come over to here and remanage some of our families so that we have one working again, and we will just reassign him when I can repent from that mistake of assigning the Fletcher, forgetting that when you upgrade them to that level of like artisan job, they no longer act as worker bees doing farms and like assignable jobs. So should have increased the families first, one more before I did that. All right, and our settlement has increased to level 2. I'm gonna want charcoal burning. Yeah, I'm gonna want charcoal burning. I was thinking of waiting until we had more families, but I already know that I want this, and I already know that we're going to need it because we're going to need increased fuel to keep the families warm. So having it ready to go is honestly not an awful idea. So I probably want to assign another berry worker because that's all that's coming in right now. Because for the most part, our wild animals are barely replenishing. And then we will need the next 2 families to go into the windmill and the communal oven if we want to make it through the next winter. Though in all honesty, again, we're really not going to get too much bread out of these wheat fields right away. So definitely probably want to prioritize the berries. Okay, there's that other family that we need. Let's get some berries and let's add the herb garden too, just in case. We're getting to that point that I think we can afford said luxury. And then 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 out of 24. So let's also look to increase some of that land. All right, now that for the most part, I think every house is fully upgraded with what we can get, both in size. Let's just start adding a few burgage plots. I'm gonna do it slowly because again, I really don't want to tax our food right now. Though we're doing better now that we have more berries coming in. And some vegetable plots finally. But let's get these in. I want to make these big enough that we can add some artisans in the background. So let's go maybe 2 dots and a little bit higher. But we don't need something big in the background because we don't need, we're not putting gardens, so the size of the workshop in the back isn't too big of a deal. So let's start with 2 for now and see how that goes. And good, finally we're beginning to sell some of those clay tiles, which will increase the regional wealth and increase our wealth as well. Okay, August. With August comes a new family. Straight down to the farms, and now at least we have 4 here. Now again, I really don't think we're gonna get too much crop this year. Yeah, because these didn't get any. So we're really only gonna get that one here. So what I actually might already do is unassign one there and put them right up here. Let me know how you like this view, by the way. I can get so distracted just watching this view of the ox running back and forth and all the citizens running amok. So let me know down in the comments if you like this, because I would be completely okay with trading out the time-lapse builds for some of these. And now that these are done, let's let them fill in, and then we'll look to upgrade them. Actually, yeah, because we got that one still building. Patience, not my patience. Which isn't something I have when we have 180 days left until the raiders come. Not panicking. It's cool, it's cool. Alright, and that's perfect timing. The charcoal kiln just opened up. We have another worker and another level 2 burgage plot. Now I think I want to prioritize, we can get some archers now, so let's add that because we have the Fletcher shop. And that will increase in number as our population increases. And then we should probably get some spears and large shields next. The retinue gets increased by purchasing it from our treasury. So let's focus, let's put this in as a joiner's shop, and we'll prioritize the larger shields. And actually real quick, let's look at, yeah, so our forager hut now isn't yielding any berries, so let's put those 2 families over here so we can try and get a full crop. I don't know why I accidentally took that down. Alright guys, it's winter and we have no food. I didn't think the farms would be ready in time, but I'm hoping that it you know, bleeds a little bit. I mean, we have like -1 bread that keeps going back and forth. So hopefully that just bleeds through the next 3 months and... oh boy. And we have the raiders right on top of us. Okay. 60 days until the raiders are in. I have no idea where they're gonna come from though. Kind of wish I knew. But for now, let's rally our troops. And let's see what we have for mercenaries. We have 465 in the treasury. Yes, 465. We have 2 months we have to afford. Okay, so we have 2 options here. We have the Wayward Sons for 45. We have 2 months that we have to pay for them, max 3. If I'm doing math right, that means that's 135 from our treasury. Let's say we bought the Battle Brothers also for 3 months at 50. Now we have 285 total from the treasury, and we have 465. I do not want to lose our people And I do not want to lose this battle, so we are going to sign both and get all these guys running in. Because run far they have to do. I feel a little evil with that cliffhanger. But if you're excited to see if we win against the bandits, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Also, let me know down in the comments, do you think we have enough soldiers to defeat our first raiders, or do you think New Inamarruth will meet the same fate as its predecessor settlement? Stay tuned, and I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.